Hello, Norman. Patrick Renala here. Sorry this took so long to get to you. I got definitely thrown off a little bit by the snowstorm into different directions, but I definitely wanted to follow up with you here. Just based on our last conversation we had, I think I pretty much said I do digital marketing, and that wasn't quite right. Really, what I do, Norman, this is my business website here, Strategic Lead Services, strategicleadservices.com. And what I'm really doing is local lead generation. So I'm getting leads for local service-based businesses by using search engine optimization, integrating that optimization into building websites that do that, and and some digital marketing to basically get these local service-based businesses found, drive traffic, and of course, just really increase the sales or help you grow your business by having more customers. So the way I like to think of it is, I'm building websites that make local businesses work by providing them with the customers that are the fuel for their business. So what I wanted to do, I want to keep this as concise as possible because there's a lot of information that I can go into, but real basically, I just wanted to kind of outline some of the things I look at and do that contribute to basically getting you more ranked in higher positions in the websites, because when people come over to Google and they're looking for your services, if they're not having you knock on your door, having your sales team um, actually proactively searching for them, which sounds like it's been really successful for you. But if just anybody, any business owners coming to Google, they want to find a roofing contractor, commercial roofing contractor to, service their building, they're going to come in, they're going to type in something into the search engine here, something maybe like commercial roofing contractors Maine, maybe it's just roofing Maine or roofing companies Maine. There's so many different options, but that's part of the process of ranking is, but making sure that you're ranking for like the variety of those keywords. Anyways, kind of just to show you the anatomy here of the search engine is basically it's built into three parts. You have up here, you have the ads that people pay for, Google AdWords. Sometimes they run on the side of the screen. And then you have the map pack, which this really has a lot to do with local and especially citations, which I'll talk about here in a minute. And then you have the organic rankings. The ideally being in the top 3 to 5 in the organic rankings with a map pack, ranking is really the sweet spot. That's how you get, for those who are searching for you, that's really where you want to be so that you're actually pulling in those customers or receiving those calls. So I think on this search term, commercial roofing Maine, I did look through here and I found you guys on page 2, which is, I mean, it's a good sign that you're being recognized, but ideally you want to go to page 1 because we know that most people don't search past page 1 when they're looking for companies or just pretty much anything. So when we look here, we kind of have different, some of your competition, I would say, would be Maine Roofing Company or Roof Systems of Maine. I know IRC, DH, Pinnett and Sons. These might be the guys. And I also did another search for just commercial roofing Maine, and you kind of see some of the same players in the field here. So basically, what that means is there are many factors. One of the factors I did mention, especially in local service base, when we're not talking about all of Google, but we're just talking about local, is citations. And all that really means is your name, how many times your name, address, and phone number for your business appears in different directory links or in different spots on the web. So I have a search tool that I use called WhiteSpark. And basically, I did run a search for commercial roofing Maine. It pulled up the different citation or the businesses that were top ranking businesses for this. You're on here at number 8. However, some of those other people that I mentioned are ranking ahead of you: Roof Systems of Maine, IRC, DH Pinnett. And you can see the difference where you have 28 citations, and some of these guys definitely have more. So one of the first strategies that I incorporate is by, definitely outdoing the competition, if not doubling the amount of citations they have, so that you become the absolute authority for that local market space. So moving on, this is your website, of course, Genie Roofing, and it looks pretty good. And overall, I think for anyone coming to this website, they're going to be able to find their way around and really learn about what you do. In terms of what the search engines are looking for, the things that are going to make you rank, though, the one thing I did notice about this page is it's missing a lot of content on the home page. And the way search engines work is they have, web crawlers that come through, and they don't come by and review your site and make sure that it looks pretty. What they do is they're reading the text on the page and seeing if the words in the text are relevant to what people are searching for. So ideally, what you want to make sure that you're doing is by putting an authoritative amount of content on your web page that relates to commercial roofing services, EPDM restoration, the metal coatings, the slate, copper repairs, all those things. Actually, it's not a bad idea to create a presentable way to present them on your homepage, and really, tell the search engines, hey, we want people to be finding us for these services. And just to kind of illustrate my point is, I searched this before. If you just search anything, and I picked a random term, scuba diving, what you'll find is Wikipedia is almost always there. And Wikipedia is not a beautiful website in any means to look at, but what they are is the authoritative leader in content for these different things. That's why the search engines give them dominant ranking, is because they're the authority in content for those specific words. And ideally, what you want to do with your business website is do that similar if you're trying to search or trying to rank in the local search engines. So another thing too, Norman, is I did run a mobile-friendly test on your website through Google's mobile-friendly test. It did come back saying that your page is not mobile-friendly. And the reason that would be a problem would just be because Google actually prioritizes, and the other search engines prioritize websites based on being mobile friendly, because today people are searching on their cell phones, business owners are searching on their cell phones, as well as tablets and what have you. So it really is important to have a website that is built mobily responsive. And all the websites that I build are of course, as a standard, they are, because it's just so necessary in the markets. So last thing I want to show you here, Norman, was just, this is something I use called SEMrush. It's a program I pay for. And it's a really great tool because it really digs in deep. It shows me all the metrics of your website or websites that I would need to know in order to help improve rankings. And basically, kind of an idea, it's showing me keywords that your website is ranking for, the amount of traffic or unique visitors you might expect to see to your website this month, and then the cost that you would have to pay Google AdWords to run ads and generate that same amount of traffic for the specific keywords that you're ranking for. Now, the cost isn't always based on volume of traffic. It's more based on the value of the keywords that you're ranking for. So your cost is pretty low because some of the primary keywords that people are searching for are not the ones that you're ranking higher for. To illustrate that point better, I did go over to one of your competitors, which would be Roof Systems of Maine. We're looking at the backlink profile. Hold on. This is a similar view. So they have 113 traffic, which is not that much more than yours, ranking for 134 keywords, but their traffic cost is 1.6K, which is obviously much higher it's much higher because some of the keywords that they're ranking for are, the valuable ones. So whether it's main roofing or main roofing contractors, really the ones that people are actually searching for in the search engines. And I did mention backlinks a second ago. Both you and Roof Systems of Maine both have pretty similar backlinks, but what backlinks are, they are just links on other people's websites pointing to your website. And basically all that does is serves as a vote for other people or for Google to recognize your website and say, hey, this is important because these other websites are referring to gneroofing.com. So that being said, oh, got a phone call coming in there. Apologies for that. But that being said, there's a lot of details that go into this, and so I definitely agree with kind of the slogan that you guys have. The difference really is in the details. So when it comes to search engines and actually trying to rank and get there, it's always the details. It's in the citations, it's in the backlinks, it's in how you present content on your web page, and it all of it really does make a difference. So if this is something you want to learn more about, Norman, or we can talk more about, or maybe it's something, as you mentioned, somebody else could use, I would definitely like to speak to you again. Strategic Lead Services. I'll put my information in the email that I send you. But once again, I appreciate your time, and sorry if this went on a little long, so I appreciate that you were hanging in there as well. But this is what I do, and I'd love to talk to you some more. So I'll catch you later. Thank you so much.